Yo, what's going on, everybody? It's your boy Clue the motherfucking Down for another episode of Country Fan Mail Podcast. Before I get started, I want to thank everybody who has tapped in, listened, shared, liked, subscribed, talk shit about, fucked with all that stuff. I appreciate everybody that's came through. So as y'all been seeing me promote for a long time, and it's been a long time coming, I have a very, very special guest today coming on to the podcast for the Influencer Culture interview series. I got my boy Aldonte, the artist. What's going on, G?
What's happening?
How you doing, man?
I'm pretty great, man. I truly appreciate you inviting me on, man. I'm very thankful. So this is about to be dope. So
Oh, for sure, man. As I was kind of saying, man, it's been a long time coming. I tell people all the time, man. This he did my first logo. What I'm saying, when I first started, Black, as a Country Family, I was formerly known Blackwall Music LLC, and he did the first logo for the business. So, but we're gonna get into that story. But before I jump into it too fast, man. So the first question that I ask everybody when we get onto the podcast is, what was the first song that you listened to when you woke up this morning?
Man, I'm gonna keep it a buck. I ain't listening to no music when I got up this morning. But if I had to pick a track, I'm gonna definitely say right now that track called "Betted" by Dave East right now. Like that felt so hard right now. Like I just started listening to it, so if it was that track, it'd be that one. But if not that track, I would say it'll be my brothers, because I stay listening to their music. So
for sure. Okay, all right, bet. Yeah. All right, so let's run it all back, man. So let's kind of start a little bit from the beginning. So just kind of let everybody know, who you are, where you're from, and essentially, say what you do.
All right, so it's Aldonte the artist. I am a freelance creative being from Cleveland, Ohio. For real, started out real young, just drawing all the time in my own space. You know what I'm saying? Just from loving comic books, cartoons, you name it. I'm up there trying to draw it, recreate it, and like it's just ironic to be in this moment to be drawing still. You feel me? And creating differently. But yeah, man, like. Yeah, just trying to level myself up. Picking projects like sneakers, digital work, picking up stuff and evolving from there. It's crazy how like it came from drawing to this moment. So it's like I definitely learning those different things, and just a local artist trying to make a name for itself, man. That's all I can say about me. So.
Okay. So tell me about the first time that you picked up, whether it was the pen or the paintbrush or the pencil. Tell me about that first moment that you did it, that you knew like, yo, I actually like this shit.
Got you. I was real young. I was about 5-6 years old, and I was watching one of them Disney joints, man. And the old school 90s Disney joints where you got the tape and then you got that little plastic thick cover that come in the, you know what I'm saying? I took that cover, you feel me, and I was like, I want to draw, you know what I'm saying? I was just interested in drawing that. So like I took that and just started drawing, and then like, people around me, like my sisters and my moms, they like, oh, he pretty good, you feel me? And then it just evolved from there. So like that was the first time I picked up a pencil, and I was intrigued to like do it. I was intrigued to challenge myself to do it.
So did it kind of just so I know you said it kind of transitioned over to like not graphic books, but comic books and shit like that. So like, did you start doing any type of creating your own characters, or was it kind of just drawing what you saw?
It's funny you say that, man. I actually got something in development now where it's like I'm building my own characters now, and I'm able to like share that. But in that process, coming up, I was drawing my own, because you know what I'm saying, I was vibing with it. I was like, you got your Iron Man, you got your Spider-Man, you know what I'm saying? So I was like, like reading it and doing that, I was like, okay, cool. I think I want to do this. But I mean, I was a little bit embarrassed to share what I had, because I was like, ain't nobody gonna really be feeling this, because this ain't Marvel or DC, you know what I'm saying? So
yeah. So I think it's really hard to kind of maneuver through those places when it's kind of like monopolized so much already for what people trying to look for.
Fact. So I was like, people trying to see what I got, man. I don't think they gonna be vibing, you know what I'm saying? So I kind of like, I took that away for a very, very long time. And like I'm glad I'm able to be as confident as I am now, because
Mm,
I'm able to just come out with it and just be like, here you go. You know what I'm saying? Like
for sure.
take it or leave it at that point. You know what I'm saying? So it's just
Yeah.
like building your character and building and embracing who you really are, man. That's a part of the whole journey as a whole. So yeah.
So so like at what point did you realize? Because I know I've talked, well, I'll put it like this. I'll talk about as far as back as I've been around. Like I think because I was
Yeah.
introduced to you by Jeremy Layson. Shout out to Jeremy
Shout
Layson,
out to
Layson
Lacey.
Kicks.
Yeah.
He introduced me. I was like, yo, I need a logo guy. He was like, bet I got somebody. So this was like maybe 2018,
Yeah.
maybe mid 18, like 19, 18, something like that.
Yeah.
And then so so you were doing your thing, and I think that's when you had just started, like, well, as far as from what I was seeing, you had started posting more of the shoes that you were painting and stuff like that. And
Yeah.
then I just remember, I don't know if I was like high or what happened, but there was just like a phase in which that like you went from like, I don't know. You just blew up, bro. Like you started, like when you started doing crazy shit. It was kind of like the first ones that really just jumped out to me, which is not really the first ones, but the ones that's on my mind is the Beetlejuice shoes,
Yeah. Yeah.
because so much extra detail. Like you had a fucking beetle on the joint. You had grass. You had like there was another bag. You had some crazy shit, and I had never seen anybody do that with shoes before. And so
Respect. Respect.
like what happened? Like that's what I'm saying. Like 'cause I don't know what I
Oh, the
missed.
evolution. You want to know?
It's
Yeah.
just
You
yeah.
you want to know the evolution? A lot of the evolution came from like inspiration of like watching other artists like really go in and like take a project and like make it an art project, and
Hmm.
that inspired me to gain confidence. Like, you know what I'm saying, you got homies like that be crafting shout out to Color Me Fresh, another sneaker artist, like,
Hmm.
you know what I'm saying, where he really be like adding on, you feel me, and like seeing that and like seeing, I was like, yo, I can really like evolve on this, because like I was always in the cut where it was like I don't want to do too much. Like I don't want to, you know what I'm saying? It's like you be in your own head and you
Yeah,
be in your own
yeah.
feelings, and
Hmm.
you battle with yourself, and you like, that's too much. Like that wouldn't even, you know what I'm saying? Because I
Talk
mean,
yourself off of it. Yeah.
yeah, I thought about these things, you feel me? It's just I never had the courage to do it. But to see somebody like bold as they was, like actually doing it, I was like, you know what? Let me just go ahead, let me tap in, man. Like, let
Yeah.
me go ahead and do what I originally wanted to do anyway. So
You did some hella
yeah.
bold shit, man. You had like there was one, but then you had the spring, like you built the spring into it, so it was like
Oh
shooting something
yeah.
out the joint. I was like, yo, this shit is crazy. Like I've
Yeah,
never seen that
yeah.
before.
I tried to make my own little action toys, man. Because growing up, man, toys is like, if it wasn't comics, it was toys. So like,
Right.
it's crazy how everything is like in a way working full circle. Because like now I'm in a position where it's like I'm intrigued to like build these things and like,
Hmm.
create these things, because like the world of 3D printing, like you can make so many, you know what I'm saying? You can make so
True.
many things. So it's like cool. So I'm like, yo, now we in the world with all these advanced technologies. I can actually like make these things. I used to
It's getting
grow
crazy.
up and be like, yo, how they do that? Like how they make the action figures with the arms, you feel me, and all that. So yeah, like yeah.
It's getting crazy what you have access to in your rooms or your house and shit like that. Like it's just bringing it
Facts.
all,
Facts.
it's all full circle, man. And just
Exactly.
being able to apply it in the way that you've been doing it, because like I don't know, it's like I'd like to say that if I had a 3D printer, I'd be doing some really cool shit, but probably not. I'd probably be doing some really retarded shit. Like I make my dog a leash and thinking that the
Yeah.
shit was gonna work, like some dumb shit, you know what I'm
But
saying?
no, it's a creative element though, man. You be surprised like what you dive into, man. Like I like for real, like I don't have a printer yet, but like I know once I get one though, I'm gonna probably have all types of crazy designs, man.
For
Like,
sure.
and for real, I've seen people use it for like stuff where you could like fill in for something that's missing. So like if you got like a
Okay.
maybe a panel on your window, You know what I'm saying? Like
It's
you
like a
could just
prosthetic
print that.
almost. Yeah,
Yeah, print
like a
that
little
out and just apply it the same way as if it was like it wasn't missing. So yeah, like
That's why. I mean, I don't see why not. Like shit.
true,
Yeah. That's super dope, man. All right.
true.
So what was one of your most? I know we talked about some shit because like okay, I mean, and the just the shoes that I mentioned or the two couple pairs that I mentioned, like
Yeah.
that's nothing compared to what you've done. Like you know, what I'm saying your repertoire. So like, what would you say was one of the most challenging pairs, or not even just a pair of shoes, one of the most challenging projects that you worked on artistically?
Um, I would say this previous project with the was that with Mountain Dew and Ruffles, the time frame.
Okay,
Like
I'm glad we jumped into that. Go ahead,
yeah, the deadline, that's what's hard for me because
yeah. Mm-hmm.
I'm a type of artist, man, where it's like I'm gonna get to it and I'm gonna finish it how I'm gonna finish it. Like I like to finish stuff on my own
Don't
terms
rush
and
my
like
process.
I move, yeah, that's my exactly. And I move a bit slow. So like when they was like, yo, it's crunch, this is what we need, you know what I'm saying, by this time. So that was cycling through my head too, because I was losing
Mm-hmm.
a lot of sleep and I was bugging out because like, when when you get certain things, paint is done, it done slipped over the tape, and you like,
Yep.
come on, man. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Throw the whole thing away.
Yeah. You like, bruh, man,
Yeah.
like, come on, man. Come on. This cannot be the day of all days. You know what I'm saying? So it's like,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, learning that. So yeah, time and deadline is just hard for me because like I said,
For sure.
I like to move and groove at my own pace.
For
So
sure, man. And like I said, I'm glad you jumped into it. Like you said, you participated in the Mountain Dew and Ruffles presenting the block at NBA All
yeah,
Star 2022 in Cleveland. I mean, you didn't even get the full title. Like that was a big ass deal, my G.
yeah,
Like I was
yeah.
like, yo, like you were doing because like I think the first thing I saw you do was when you have some shoes in the Smithsonian out there. Is it the
Uh
Smithsonian or is it one of the is it,
the
it's a
Rock Hall,
museum?
Rock and Roll Hall of
The
Fame.
Rock and Roll Hall of
Yeah,
Fame. Yeah, it's
yeah.
gonna be in the Smithsonian one day. For sure.
I
We're gonna put
hope
that in
so.
the
Yeah, that's
we're
what
gonna
I'm
put
saying.
that in the universe.
Yeah,
But yeah, man. So I was just and then I saw that and I was just like, man, like cause you how many actual basketballs did you do for that project? Was it
for
just
that
one?
project, 14.
You did 14 separate basketballs?
Yeah, yeah,
Wow.
yeah.
Like
So it
all
was
so
like
all those basketballs that were in that picture, they were all you?
yeah. So
I
that's
don't
what I
know
was
why I
saying.
just thought it was like one or two. Okay, wow.
That time frame, bro, like a 14 basketball, and we talking about like prep and all. So like prep and everything. I was just like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Wow.
you feel me?
That's
Like
wild.
man, and then like I said, you having a few mishaps and mess ups. I'm like, dude, this cannot be happening, right? Like, yo, like, but it was fun. I mean, out of all that though, like I gotta say, out of everything that I do, like it's not too bad or a big of a stress because it's fun to do. Like I enjoy
Gotcha.
this. So it's like I enjoy it. So it's like I know what I'm getting into, but at the same time, it still be one of them things where it's like I know what I'm doing. I should
Yeah.
have known to do that. You know what I'm saying? It's like, yo, like,
So you kind of you could catch yourself as you going through the process.
yeah, yeah. You
Got you.
kind of you kind of catch yourself like, you know what? You should have triple checked when you said you double checked. Like, come on, man. This is something you've been doing
Rookie
way. You know what
mistakes.
I'm saying? Like, come on, dude.
For
Like, no,
sure.
yeah.
I feel
So
that. I feel that. Okay. All right. All
yeah,
right. So I'm gonna switch gears a little bit. I'm gonna switch gears. I'm gonna paint a scene. I want you to let me know what's happening in this scene.
for sure.
All right. So you walking into the mall,
Mm-hmm.
specific mall. I say Greater Northern Mall.
Mm-hmm.
You going into this spot. I think it's called No Basis.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Who you seen in that store?
Shout out to No Basis. Shout out to the owner of No Basis, Althea.
Yes,
The
sir. Yes,
homie.
sir.
The homie. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
She
Yeah. That was a.
definitely.
I'm sorry. Go
Oh,
ahead.
oh, no, I was saying, go ahead. You go ahead.
Oh yeah, I was just saying. So yeah, painting that scene. Yes, yeah. Tell me some stories about that. I heard you, so you met some really dope people in there. As you said, you knew the owner, of No Basis, and I read more on her story. It's a really dope story as far as I think she like won a contest and she was able to lock that place down for a certain amount
Yeah.
of time, and then
Yeah.
it just went up from there. So
Yeah.
yeah. Shout out to
Shout
her,
out
man.
to, yeah, man, like her as even as a Clevelander, man, like shout out to the grind, man. Like we know how the city is, we know how the city vibe, who picking and choosing, who doing this, but it's like, yo, shout out to the ones who like still applying that pressure and still making noise, man, because it's like we just want to be heard. You feel me? So like
For
shout
sure.
out to Althea for that, man. I've been knowing out there for a while actually. We worked together at it was this project, what was it called, Dead Logic.
Okay.
And they was, they was doing a lot of custom work and stuff like that. And yeah, they had discovered me through IG. And then I was like, it's crazy, like people doing stuff in the city like this. And I was able to like, link with them and like get to know them and what I'm
Got
saying,
you.
know they different, vibes and backgrounds. And yeah, like out there was one of them ones, man. She was getting to it. Like she was like, I got the brand. She was always rocking it. You feel me? Like she
Yeah,
like, I'm here, I'm this. So it's like, shout out to her grind, man, and her come up, man. I'm so glad that like every time I go to Great Northern, I see the shop. You feel me? Like, so it's
for
like
sure.
we
It's
still in
made it
there.
through the
You know what I
times. It's
mean?
made it through the times for sure.
Yeah. So
Where did
yeah.
you meet anybody else at that shop too?
I met my boy. He was one of her employees, man. He like my brother now for real. His name is Kenneth Stallings. I call him Mikey. Everybody been calling him Mikey. He just like whatever. I just take Mikey. But yeah, that's like my bro. That was actually the one when you asked me what track did I want to use
Yeah,
for
special,
the
special. Yeah, yeah,
yeah,
yeah, yeah,
special.
yeah.
Yeah, that's special. So yeah,
For
so
sure.
shout out to Special. Yeah, Special like my brother, man. We met soon as he like was that soon as the store opened, I knew he was working there. We had met off the time where he was like, I'm trying to get some LeBron, shoes done. Cause out there it was like, yo, this the artist, you feel me? Like, what I'm
Yeah.
saying? He can create some stuff. And Special was like, yo, I need some LeBrons done. Like, can
Oh,
you
so
do
he came in. He came in as a customer.
yeah, yeah. He was
Got you.
like, "Yo,
Got you.
can you
Got you.
do some LeBrons?" And that's how that started. It was like
Yeah.
from there, that was like my brother for real. We done built a connection, man. And like whenever he hit me, like, "Yo, what's up? What you got?" Like, I got
Yeah.
an idea. You know what I'm saying? Like, I got an idea, and then we just run from there. Like, so
And
yeah,
it's
he was
real
one of
dope.
the for real. When I was doing like demos and trying to try this stuff out, he's one of the very few people that trusted me. And like, I'm so glad like he was one of those people because like I could be in this position now to be like, you know what I'm
Hmm.
saying? Like, yo, I do this. You feel me? So yeah,
Yeah, and I
yeah,
think it's so important to really to look at and to remember those cats, and and same for him. So I heard that out your the interlude. When he puts you on there, and I feel like when it comes to art, it's whether it's music, whether it's drawing, whether it's anything like that that you incorporate your people around you.
yeah,
Saying shout out to one of my good homies, Skinny J. He always says it's about my friends. When you incorporate, it's always been about my friends. When you incorporate everybody around you, it has just such an availability to be lasting forever, and you just never know what other people can see that shit. And it's like I saw your music, or I heard his music through knowing you, but then I know you through knowing Layson. And it's just like there's so many connections and interwebs going on there, and it's just kind of
yeah,
like that's just wow. You just never
yeah.
know what can happen with it.
Yeah, it's an amazing experience, man. It's just like you never know who you like run into, man. That's like that's what I said.
Hmm.
Like he like my brother, man. It's like you never know like how to what I'm saying, met him and it go from there. So like
For sure.
just like him and just like all my what I'm saying, all my other brothers, when I play their music everywhere or I go everywhere and be like, yo, check them out or do this. So it's
Yeah.
just like those, like you said, those intertwined connections, man, is always clutch. Like
And then so this kind of segueing a little bit again. I know you mentioned, you play a lot of, your brother's music and shit, which I do the same, like
yeah,
if I fuck with you and I know you make music, so I'm be blasting your shit. I'm blasting your
right,
shit,
right, right.
you know what I'm saying? So when it comes to that support factor, and I feel like I've been seeing you, like we've been Facebook friends for a couple years now, and
Yeah,
there be certain shit like we see you probably like, man, he fucking on it, because you be talking about support, and we know how that shit is, especially as a creative of any type of kind. You cannot look for support, or you ain't gonna get the support where you thought it was gonna come from. Like it just is not gonna come from those places. So when it comes to your mental and making sure that you stay mentally sound, how do you kind of maneuver through those spaces of what am I trying to say? Just yeah, those spaces of really just getting the support from really where you need to, and not necessarily coming from where it needs to.
I'm gonna keep it a buck though. I think for real, staying in this place of like being, like you said, mentally sound, I feel like that come from home base. Like
Mm,
if it ain't coming from home base, man, you like it's hard doing it by yourself. You know what I'm saying? Like, cause when you by
fact.
yourself, you like, I got this, but like it's always good to have like people behind you, like, with their hands on your shoulder, like, yo, you got this. You feel me? So
Yeah,
it's like, yeah, home base is always clutch, man. I gotta say, like, the closest person to me, you know what I'm saying, that I, talk to every day is my mom. So it's like, if it's coming from moms, you feel me, everything is just gonna flow. How it's
got you.
gonna flow. So it's like, yeah, so that's what keeps me in line, you know what I'm saying? And that's always a blessing too, that I'm able to have, moms and be like, my mom's to be like, you got this. Even if I'm feeling, you know what I'm saying, unsure, she'd be like, nah, that ain't how
Nah,
we
we
do.
we ain't doing that.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
so,
yeah.
so yeah, so
Got you.
it's good to have that. And then, like I said, my brothers, man, I got, my brother out in, you know what I'm saying, Utica, you know what I'm saying? Like my brother John, and you got all of them, like they hit me up. We
Yeah.
always flowing and stuff like that. And I got other mothers, you feel me, that's always like, like you got this. So it's always the home base, man. Everybody is a part of the home base, and everybody pitching in and like, yo, you got this. Like whatever, you know what I'm saying? Like for real, it's so clutch now, man. I could be like, you know what? I'm done doing art, man. I'm gonna sell gummy worms or something. You feel me? And they all be like,
Hey, I'm gonna buy the.
yeah, exactly. They'd be like, yo, like let's do it. Hey, we gummy
Yeah.
worm distributors. You feel me? So it's like, yeah. So
Dang,
that's
that's
what
that's
keeps me.
important though.
Yeah, it's very important, man. When you got like not just your support. I mean, your support within self, but your home base, man. When your family got you, man, because it
Mhm.
ain't too many people that got you out here, bro. Like,
How did
and
it
this.
feel when you really started to to start eating? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like when those things
Oh,
really started, because there's always, we all laugh at the term, saying starving artist, but that shit really be like that. Like,
yeah,
you know what I'm
really
saying?
be
And it
starving, bro. And it's like, yo, like, and we talking about like desaturating your talent for like exposure, bro. And it's like, yo, like
man.
that be the worst of worst. Like, and you just be like, man, like I gotta make this move. You feel me? So like,
Mhm.
yeah, like that's always tough too. But man, when the
Can you
switch
can you
flip,
expound on that though? Can you expound on you said desaturating your talent. Can you kind of expound
oh
on the
yeah, yeah,
I
yeah,
know
I
I know
got
I
you.
feel like I know what you mean, but yeah.
Yeah, so like, what do you call it? Putting yourself in a position where you trying to make this buck, or you trying to like be on the come up, or try to get whatever exposure you can, so you basically like what do you call it, you working hard, or you not putting out what you would usually put out, because you know what it's gonna cost you,
Mm.
like as far as you know what I'm saying, desaturating, because it's like you could go above and beyond and do something crazy, nasty, you know what I'm saying? But for this type of, I guess, exposure, or just a quick little buck because you hungry, you feel me? Like it don't come out like you would usually do. Like, and that's tough because you
But it's
don't
still
have a
perceived, as that top notch shit.
yeah, true.
That's
But
interesting.
for you as the creative, person you are, you like that was not my greatest, you know what I'm saying, like piece ever. And like you battle with that, because it's like, okay, do you want to like do you respect yourself, or do you want to survive? So it's like two of those
Yeah.
things where you like juggling, you feel me, and you like, yo, like I mean, I know what I gotta do, but it's like I don't know, man, because I'm like really like I need this. You feel me? So it's just like
Yeah.
yeah. And then that's what I said. That's when all the emotions and all the feelings come, because you like, man, like, am I really believing myself enough to say, yo, like this is what I stand for. This is what I'm putting out, and you just go out to respect that, like, period.
And I
So
was gonna
like,
say, how does that work with being an independent artist? 'Cause I mean, cause I guess I'm more so trying to understand if there's any type of likeness with like being like a recording artist versus,
mhm.
so it's like if you're signed, you have certain things in your contract that you got to do, boom, 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 boom. Is it the same way if you're an artist working with an actual company or have your stuff in a certain place? Do you have all these certain
um,
timelines and you don't have creative freedom type shit?
okay. I've never been in that position before.
Got you.
I know the good benefits of, like, I would say this previous thing that happened is like, um, people talk over like what they would want specifically, but you still have like creative range to say, yo, like I lay down the terms, is like this is what I'm creating, so it's like
Yeah.
this is what's on the table. So it's like I've never been where it really engages the moment to be free, like a freelance free artist. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like
Got you.
you don't have nobody controlling and telling you this is what you're supposed to do or how you're supposed to do it. So it's like I've never came across that yet, actually.
But that's good.
Yeah.
That's
So
good.
yeah,
Yeah.
because because we love our freedom though. So it's like, you know what I'm saying. So like,
Yeah.
if you take the freedom away, man, you
You
basically
take away
like,
so much, you know what I'm saying? And it's something that I heard you mentioned in I think it was the interview you did with was it A Benedict?
oh,
I can't think of
Andre,
the Andre. Yeah.
yeah,
And so yeah, definitely shout out to them. That was a really
yeah.
dope interview and
Shout
dope
out to Dre,
platform.
man. I definitely appreciate him for that.
And you had mentioned you had just said that, and you know so many other people have said it, but it hits every time. And you know, shout out most notably to you know Queen Erica Badu, but she was like, "We're artists, we're sensitive about our shit." You
Yeah,
know, what I'm saying
yeah,
we put so much, you know, you put so much into it, you put so much time and sweat and tears. You know, people never really see the grind, especially here. You know, they don't really ever, that shit never goes off. Like it never goes off, man. So I know you were telling that story about how you said you lost a lot of sleep doing the all-star the basketballs. You know, you said
yeah,
14 basketballs, which is cool. It's wild. I had no idea it was that many basketballs.
yeah,
Um
yeah.
tell me that's crazy. Like tell me about another time that like you just was like I'm not gonna do this shit, and then you did it, and it ended up being like super dope. Like, yeah,
um, I gotta say with certain projects when I'm working on sneakers, man, I like going in. You be so headstrong. You like, look, we gonna get this done. We gonna do this, after, especially after you done seen all your sketches and your rough drafts, and you like, cool, this is about to happen, and
yeah.
then boom, soon as you busting it out, like the mechanics of it, you like, okay, I think I bit off a little bit more than I could chew. So you know what I'm saying. So
But
it's
have
like,
you ever like switch it up mid like you build the shoe, like do you ever sketch it out first, or do you just kind of be like,
yeah,
all right, I'm going?
I put it on Photoshop. So like I take, yeah. So I put the little, mocks on Photoshop and stuff so I can like see how it's gonna look for real. So I
Got
do
you.
that, and then like in the process of doing that, I'll be like, cool, I'm ready to go, I'm ready to do it, you know what I'm saying? And then
Mm.
like getting into it and you like, dang man, this ain't really my
And they
format.
go
Like
work.
how yeah, like so you like, yeah, I gotta, you know what I'm saying? Like, okay,
Yeah.
all right. So I sit down for a bit. I actually, for real, like, what's good about like, doing your research or looking up stuff, like, I sit back, I need like a creative like moment where it's like, I turn on some, you know what I'm saying, some X-Men or something, and I just be like, okay, let me sit here for a second so I can, you know what I'm saying? So,
Kind of let your brain
yeah,
go a little bit. Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
Because if you don't, you gonna be sitting there like, I've done this too, where it's like, you frustrated, bro, and you like, man, like I'm supposed to have this for real. Like I
Hmm.
planned it, and that's just like how life works, man. It's like you planned it. It's supposed to go how you plan, but man, so like sometimes it's just shake you up, and like life is unexpected. So it's
For
just like
sure.
the same creative process is unexpected. So it's like, what you gonna do now? Like you gonna sit there mad, or you gonna say, let me take a minute? You know what I'm saying? Like
Exactly.
yeah.
Yeah. In
You
the
already
fucking it
know
up a little
being
bit
mad
more.
is gonna make you more mad. So it's like, you know what I'm saying? So it's like
And
you
ain't
go,
no worse than
yeah,
being mad at something that can't get mad back. Like it's just an inanimate object. You'd be like, you be looking stupid.
exactly. So you just gonna be angry sitting there. You just gonna be more mad. So it's like, nah, man,
For
take a
sure.
break, come back. Cause like I've even ran into stumps like challenging myself, like installing lights or putting you know what I'm saying, putting a magnet on there. Like I'll be, you know what I'm saying, like even
Yeah.
with the spring and all that, like I
That shit
was
is
really
wild.
like, you feel me? Like I was really going back and forth, like, man, I don't know why I did this. I don't know why I said I was gonna do it, this and that. And then like sitting down, taking a break and actually watching that movie, I was
Yeah.
sitting back and I was like, you know what, man, I got a plan. I'm gonna still do it. I ain't even about to, you know
Hmm.
what I'm saying? Like I'm gonna still go for it.
That
Cause it's
follow
like,
through,
yeah,
changes a whole bunch of shit. I feel like it makes things just extremely different. And speaking of that follow through, going back to, we kind of hit on it a little bit before. You said you did the rock and roll, you did Rock and Roll Hall of Fame or a pair of
yeah,
shoes.
yeah.
It was a time competition, if I'm correct, right?
Oh
It
yeah,
was,
yeah. That's,
yeah. Can you tell me
that's
about
another
that
one
one?
too. Cause like the time frame, like all we had was, for real, we had a, what was it, 30 minutes to like an hour.
Yeah, God, what? I
Yeah,
thought y'all had
bro.
like a half a day. I don't know what I be. I
Nah,
don't know what I be watching.
it was a 2 day competition. So like the first day we
Got
did
you.
the one design, and then the second day they let you know if you made the top. It was the top 10 finalists. So
Got
like
you.
first day crucial because I'm like, but it wasn't so bad because when I before I got there, or the couple days before I got there, I was drawing and I was timing myself on drawing because I was like,
Okay.
yo, when I step up in here,
Like speed drills.
I need to
Okay.
be I need to be ready because like they had one the year before and I lost. So like because
You
I
said, oh,
wasn't
you said,
prepared.
you said you went in the year before and
Yeah,
you didn't make it.
yeah. I went in the
Got
year
you.
before and I lost, but I did make the. It was a lot of competitors too. Like it was way more, and this was before COVID, all that.
Yeah.
So like it was a lot more artists, and like I was really glad to make the top 30. You feel me? So I was like,
Got you.
cool. I made the top, but I still didn't get the dub. But it's cool. That's why I was like, I said to myself, I was like, all right, bet if they have another one next year, I'm gonna be ready. Period.
And
So
came
like
back
the
and won
next
that shit.
yeah. So the next year, So the next year came. I said, all right, boom, competition is in like 5 days. So I
Hmm.
said, boom, let's do some speed rounds where I like test myself and see how fast I can like, what I'm saying, get a design going. And so
Did
I
you
was
know what you
practicing.
had to draw? Like, y'all didn't know anything going into it as far as
No,
what you had to draw?
me, I mean, I know for me, I know when I'm like holding anything, a shoe, whatever, a canvas frame, I gotta draw it first. So like I don't know
I
how
got you.
everybody I don't know how everybody else navigate, but I mean they was painting the way, you know what I'm saying? They was doing they one too, but I just know for me, when I'm holding something, I'm like, yo, I gotta blueprint this out before
Oh,
you know what I'm
oh, oh,
saying?
no, 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 no. I mean, like, so I mean, like, before you actually went to any of the competitions, like, they don't tell you, like, first competition, you have to draw something. Second part, if you make it to this part, you'll have to do this. You make it to the fourth part, you have to, like,
Oh
do
yeah,
they let
yeah.
you know?
They broke down the whole like the whole strategy and the
Okay,
plan when
so
we first.
you can prepare to an extent. All right, I
Yeah,
got you.
yeah. So we can prepare ahead, and then too like the good thing about being in that competition last year, I was able to go in this year and be like, all right, boom. Now I know what to expect. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah,
this time,
yeah.
yeah,
That's what's up, man.
yeah.
So tell me, so like I said, you won the competition out of you went to, you were in the top 10 and then which were y'all did shoes. I want to say you did some Pumas, right? Or was it some Adidas?
It was some Pumas, yeah.
Some Pumas, yeah,
Pumas
yeah.
GV specials, yeah. Yep.
Yeah. So yeah. So tell me, I mean, tell me a little bit more about those and what winning that competition brought, what I'm saying? Like what did that do?
Um, that was it was a nice shoe. I mean, it was leather, so it was good to work on. Like
Yeah.
it was something I was used to, and to know what I'm getting into, and like I said, like pre-draw and get all that stuff done. Like that was definitely a smooth move, man. And I was just glad that like I was actually surprised too, like
Yeah.
glad and surprised, like I was able to like really do this. And I mean, and then the second day of competition, um I was able to learn like new techniques because I didn't know like you can apply heat transfer vinyl to leather. Like I ain't know that. Like, I was like, yo, like
I
this is
didn't know
crazy.
that either. Now
Yeah.
yeah.
So shout out to matter of fact, yes, for that whole thing for the second day of the competition. Shout out to Alexander John, man, because he was definitely like, yo, like giving us so many great tips of like how to like advance your, you know what I'm saying, your creative side to your sneakers. So
Mhm.
yeah, shout out to AJ, man. He was actually
That's
one of the
wild.
judges of the competition too.
Okay.
Another Cleveland native that like skyrocket, you know what I'm saying? So
For
yeah,
sure.
shout out to him. But yeah, that was it was an amazing experience, man. And like what was also good was that the fact that like I wasn't the only person who won. It was like they had the final three. So the
Okay.
final
Okay.
three, like we was the three that was able to get, you know what I'm saying, our sneakers displayed, and like it's like a dream come true feeling, man. It's
Are
like
they still there?
they should be.
It's a static display, like it'll be there, you know what I'm saying?
They told me it was gonna be there until August of last year, but I've heard from a couple people like, yo, it's still there. So
Hey, that
Hey,
hey shit. That's what's up.
here I am. Like, yeah, keep me
That's
up
what's
in
up.
there, man. Keep me up in there. I
That's
like it, man.
amazing, man.
Yeah, so it's still an amazing feeling, man. It's just like
Mhm.
I don't know like how I can come up with an example for it, but it's just like one of them things where it's just like your dreams coming true, man. It's like it's you soaking it in, but it's just you still like for real. You know what I'm saying? Like
Trying to keep that level. Yeah,
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 yeah.
yeah.
You like that's me. You know what I'm saying? Like it's like for real.
For sure, man.
Okay, all right, good, good.
Hey, but you gonna get it. You gonna get it just how it's supposed to be for you, man. Everything that's coming for you is
I
for
appreciate
you.
that,
You know what
bro.
I'm saying? You've been grinding, bro. You've been doing your thing. And it's funny because I laugh at it. You know, I told you you did my first logo. And then
Yeah.
I think you did, you might have did one other one. Then I remember I came to you like maybe a third time. And we're shooting back and forth, man. And I'm a huge fan of today's price will not be, saying tomorrow,
Oh,
shit. So like, I came back that third time and I ain't gonna say what you asked for, but I was like, hey bro, I love you, man, but I can't.
no
I don't
facts.
got it
That's
right now.
yeah.
But it was like it was. I was like, I'm gonna be 100% honest with you. What I respected though is that for one, it's a business respect, and
Yeah.
it's like I'm never gonna be the person like, oh, well, hey, last time you charged me, I'll give a fuck.
Yeah.
Like it's you have to keep it up with the times, and once same with Jeremy Lacey. So I'm glad I got a pair of shoes done with them early on
Yeah.
because I probably won't again. But he is worth everything, so he is worth
Yeah.
all of it. So yeah, shout out to y'all, man. Shout out to all the creatives. So y'all really definitely doing y'all's thing. And just to bring this full circle, if you had an opportunity to get a message out to everybody in the world, like just a message would go across their screen like a notification and shit. What would it say?
Um, it would say, man, never stop fighting never stop fighting for what you believe in. Like when you go hard like at the start and you truly like have a passion and you love what you do, like should nobody tell you that that's the wrong thing to do or
For sure.
really go for yours, man. It's like when you love it, man, fight for it, go for it. Like and can't nobody tell you that it's the wrong thing or it's not gonna work or is that like you know what I'm saying. So
Easy.
yeah, I say, man, stick to your guns, man. No matter how long the journey is, no matter how long it take, no matter how much you battle with yourself and you struggle with it, man, go for yours. Like go for what you believe in. That's it, and stand
Simple
on
and
it.
plain.
You know what I'm saying? So
Simple and plain, man. Hey, I appreciate that, man,
yeah.
for sure, for sure. And please plug yourself in. Let everybody know where they can follow you, where they can see any more of your new art coming out, man. Yeah, please plug yourself in.
Oh, for
You
sure,
really
for
make some
sure.
dope videos too. Like I be feeling those videos. The Batman joint,
Oh yeah.
bro. Oh my god!
Hey,
Like I
you
thought
know,
about it.
man,
Like
I shot that by myself, and I advise anybody, yo, like this is why I need friends that I need a camera crew because I swear, like I shot that by myself, and I literally tried my best. I was like, okay, me and this Batmobile, bruh, we about to get
listen, you be doing some different shit, man. I remember I was in the room, fucking I was trying to get some footage of my vinyls. My wife was looking at me like, "What the fuck are you doing?" I was like, you'll see
yeah,
it all come together." Because
yeah, because man, they
yeah,
like, yo, like I guarantee, I know my neighbors was like, yo, what is he doing, like outside, like that, like
lay it
you
on the
know.
ground trying to get the camera
Yeah,
ready.
on the ground though, like what is he doing? Like, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, I already know, like, yeah. That's why I
Yeah,
need a camera crew, man. But I
hey,
definitely be trying to get whatever content I can in and
yeah,
especially the vision, man. When I have it, I'm like, yo, I
it
gotta
has to
do it
come.
this way.
Yeah, I
So
feel you. I
yeah.
feel that, man. But yeah. Please plug in your social media though. Yeah,
Oh
let
yeah,
everybody
yeah.
know.
So those who on IG, make sure you add me on IG and follow me and hit your boy up. It's at Aldonte the artist right there. You see you got the name, but just put them together and hit the at. And then Facebook at Aldonte Art. And then I also got a Twitter and a TikTok. See, I'm in the whole new TikTok world now too. So
Oh,
the
shit.
Twitter and the TikTok is the same name as the Instagram. So yeah, just put it all together and it's Aldonte the artist. So
For sure, for sure. Yeah, make sure that y'all tap in with the mans, and definitely make sure that y'all, what I'm saying, there's a lot of things that I feel like we didn't even cover, man. You talked a lot about shoes, but you did like you did denim jackets. You know what I'm
Oh
saying? You
yeah,
do.
yeah,
I
yeah.
mean, and those jackets were crazy, man. Like I wanted that Will one. That Will one went
Oh yeah, yeah. That
extra
will one,
crazy.
that will I need for real. I've been holding on to that. I need Will to sign that. Feel me? Like I
Honestly,
need,
for real,
yeah,
yeah, you got to do that shit because that thing's special, man. Like
yeah. I need
you
to
went
pop
off
up
on
to
that one.
LA like, yo, I need the Siggy, man. I need like
Just
for
stand there
real.
with it, just standing this
Yeah,
shit up.
yeah.
You never know, man. That shit will happen, man. But for sure, man. Hey, I appreciate you, man. This has been a really dope conversation, really dope interview.
Oh yeah,
Everybody that
yeah.
tapped in, man, I appreciate y'all. Everybody in the comments has been love, bro. And yeah, man, it's been a great conversation, man. So yeah, make sure that y'all follow my dude Aldonte, the artist, man. Super crazy, talented, man. It's been a pleasure, man.
Oh
And
yeah. Same here, bro. Like I again, man, like I truly, truly appreciate you, bro. Like, cause
already.
you ain't have to do this, you feel me? So like I definitely appreciate you bringing me on, and I'm able to, like, you know what I'm saying, chop it with you and everybody who here watching and in the comments. Appreciate y'all too. Like, so
For
much
sure.
love here, man.
Oh yeah, yeah. You know already know who's already in the comments. You got special in the comments. You got what is his name? Anthony Amos in the
Hey, Anthony
comments.
Amos was good,
And
bro.
Amos, yeah, excuse me. Then of course you have my wife in the
Oh,
comments. Yeah, she be tired. I know
hey,
what's
he's
up,
hey,
man.
yo, shout out to Anthony Amos, man. Sneaker Fair. He's another dope artist too.
Oh, for sure, for sure. Okay,
Yeah.
yeah, I'm gonna definitely tap in with him too, man. I'm tapping with his content, man, for sure. But much love to everybody. Country Fan Mail Podcast, another episode. My boy Aldonte, the artist. Appreciate y'all.
All right.